So whenever there is a vision for a director, he has a big vision, right? But it's not easy to get everything unless we have a good producer. So why particularly this story? What made you choose this?
See, it's first of all, hello everybody, and thanks for coming. See, it's a Sandeep Banga film, and I've done a film with him before, Kabir Singh. And when he came with this idea to me, he wants to make Animal. The concept which he narrated need this kind of the visuals which we have given to the film. So I was thrilled with the kind of concept he narrated to me. It has everything in it. It has action. It had the music. It has emotions. Everything. So to support his vision, because we are doing so many films together, Sandeep Wanga and myself. So that was the only reason.
Okay, and anything you want to share with us about the movie, sir?
I just want to share a lot of hard work has gone into this film, and please do come to cinemas on 1st December to give your love to this film. Everybody in the film, Ranbir Kapoor, Rashmika, Bobby sir, everybody has worked too hard, Anil sir. So we need your blessings and love for this film.
Okay, next, Tanay Reddy, sir. Thank you. Sir, முக்கியமாக வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த படங்களை தமிழ் ஓகேயா?
I can understand.
Okay.
I can't speak.
இன்டென்ஸ் அப்படின்றத ஒரு வார்த்தை, அர்ஜுன் ரெட்டியா இருக்கட்டும், இந்த ட்ரெய்லரா இருக்கட்டும், மெயினாக வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு பாய் கேர்ள் லவ்னால ஒரு சோ மச் இன்டென்ஸ், ஒரு டேட் சன்னால அவ்வளோ இன்டென்ஸ். Why so much intense?
Because Sandeep is very intensive person, so he like to narrate the story that way. And whatever you guys have seen in Arjun and Kabir towards Preeti, the same thing, the same kind of love he will be expressing towards his father in this movie. So it will be a very emotional movie and a very intense movie. It's a time pass movie nahi hai. So whenever you come to the theaters, just get ready for that. Thank you.
And we want to ask this question to the director since you are here. What is with the name Arjun?
Arjun, he likes Arjun, and before he made the movie itself, Sandeep had a baby boy first, so he named him as Arjun Reddy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Anything else you want to add, sir?
Nothing much. I want to inform to the press that he couldn't make it today. He was in Chennai, but still he's working for the last 3 reels. So I would say sorry for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Next, can I talk to Mukesh Mehta, sir? சார், உங்களுக்கும் இந்த படத்துக்குமே பயங்கரமான சென்டிமெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து பர்சாத் மூவி, அந்த டைம்ல நீங்க சவுத் இந்தியாவில் நீங்க தான் வந்து டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. அண்ட் ஆல்சோ அர்ஜுன் ரெட்டி தமிழ் ரைட்ஸ் வாங்கி இங்கேயும் நீங்க வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா துருவோட வந்து நீங்க பண்ண வச்சிருக்கீங்க. ஸோ இந்த படத்துக்கும் உங்களுக்கும் இருக்கிற அந்த சென்டிமெண்ட் பத்தியும் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். எப்போவுமே ப்ரெஸ் வந்துட்டு நல்ல படங்களுக்கும் எங்கள் கம்பெனிக்கு எல்லாமே எப்போவுமே சப்போர்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. அதுக்கு நன்றி. நான் பாக்கி எல்லாரும் தமிழில் பேச மாட்டாங்க, அதை நான் தமிழில் பேசிடுறேன் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாரும் சார்பாக. அதாவது அர்ஜுன் ரெட்டி படம் பார்க்குறப்ப எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது. சந்தீப் சார் வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப பிரமாதமான விஷன் டைரக்டரு, கதையோட படம் எடுப்பார். இந்த படத்தோட ஃபஸ்ட்டு லுக் வரப்போவே இந்த படம் எப்படியாவது நான் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணும் அப்படின்னு எனக்கு ஐடியா இருந்தது. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு படத்துக்கு நெஞ்சது வந்துட்டு புஷ்பா, அந்த படத்துக்கு தான். புஷ்பா வந்துட்டு நான் தான் கேரளா ரிலீஸ் பண்ணேன். இந்த ஸ்டேஜில் இருக்கிறவங்க எல்லாரோட வந்துட்டு எனக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு விதத்தில் அட்டாச்மெண்ட் இருக்குது. ஏன்னா ஃபஸ்ட் வந்துட்டு டி சீரீஸ் சொன்னோன்னா கார்த்தால கேட்குறது ஹனுமான் சாலிசா பாட்டு வச்சுட்டு தான். அந்த ஹனுமான் சாலிசா பாட்டு வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப ஃபேமஸ்ஸு. அந்த டி சீரீஸோட ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டான சாங்கு உச்சன் குமார் சார் வந்துட்டு பாடியிருக்காரு. அது வந்துட்டு நம்ம கார்த்தாலே தொடங்குறது அதை வச்சுட்டு தான். அதுக்கப்புறம் அர்ஜுன் ரெட்டி வந்துட்டு நம்ம தான் தமிழில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணோம், திருவே லான்ச் பண்ணோம். புஷ்பாவில் வந்துட்டு ரஷ்மிகா மேம் இருக்காங்க, அவங்கள வச்சுட்டு நம்ம ஒரு படம் பண்ணோம். ரன்பீர் சாரோட பிரம்மாஸ்திரம் நம்ம ரிலீஸ் பண்ணோம். பாபி டியால் சாரோட ஃபஸ்ட்டு படம் பர்சாத், அதுவும் நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு கேரளா நம்ம தான் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணோம். அதனால் வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப இந்த ஃபுல் டீம் கூட வந்துட்டு நமக்கு ஒரு அட்டாச்மெண்ட் இருக்குது. இந்த படம் வந்துட்டு கண்டிப்பாக இந்த படத்தில் கதை இருக்குது. இது கதை இல்லை, மெயின் அதுதான். இந்த படத்தில் கதை இருக்குது. அப்பா பையனுக்கு மேலே, அதாவது சாதாரணமாக வந்துட்டு அப்பா பையனை ரொம்ப விரும்புவாங்க. இந்த படத்தில் வந்துட்டு பையன் வந்துட்டு அப்பா மேலே அவ்வளோ விருப்பம் வச்சுருக்கான். அது எந்த அளவுக்கு என்ன வேணும்னா பண்ணுறதுக்கு ரெடி. அது இந்த படம் 100% வந்துட்டு எல்லாருக்கும் வந்துட்டு இது ஒரு பாடமாக இருக்கும். இந்த படம் எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். தமிழ் டப்பிங் பிரமாதமாக இருக்குது எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது. தேங்க்யூ சார், பிகாஸ் ஐ திங்க் தேவ் டேக்கன் கிரேட் எஃபர்ட். இட் ரியலி லுக்ஸ் லைக் அ ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் தமிழ் ஃபிலிம். I am very sure this film will do well, and again let us all meet for the success meet of this film. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And next we have question for the gorgeous Rashmika. Rashmika, அது எப்படி ரஷ்மிகா எல்லா இடத்துலயும் வந்து டாப் மூவிஸ் டாப் ஹீரோஸ்னா நீங்க இருக்கீங்களே, அந்த சீக்ரெட் என்னன்னு நிறைய பேர் கேக்குறாங்க. வாட்ஸ் தி சீக்ரெட் பிஹைண்ட் தட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்?
சீக்ரெட் எதுவுமே கிடையாதுங்க. ஆனா வணக்கம்ங்க, எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? ரொம்ப டைம் ஆயிடுச்சு வந்து, ஸோ ரொம்ப எக்ஸைட்டடாக இருக்கேன். ஓகே, எல்லாரும் சாப்பிட்டு எல்லாரும் ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கீங்கன்னா பேச முடியும்.
ஸோ இந்த சீக்ரெட்லாம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை, இதுதான்
எதுவுமே இல்லைங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்டோரி கேட்பேன். ஸ்டோரி கேட்டுட்டு டைரக்டர் டீம் ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணுவேன். ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு எனக்கு கையில் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் அது ஒரு ட்ரஸ்ட், அது ஒரு சாய்ஸ், அது ஒரு டிசிஷன் பண்ணது ஒரு
ஓகே. ட்ரெய்லர் பார்க்கும்போது ஒரு பக்கம் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா பயங்கர இன்டென்ஸா வந்து அவரோட ஆக்டிங் இருக்கு, ரன்பீர் கபூரோட ஆக்டிங். நீங்க அந்த கொஞ்சம் பார்ட்லயும் உங்களுக்கு பயங்கரமா அந்த ஒரு ஃபியூ சீன்ஸே வந்து அவ எவ்வளவு பப்ளியா எல்லாம் நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம். ஸோ இந்த இன்டென்சிட்டி எந்த அளவுக்கு சேலஞ்சிங்கா இருந்தது?
என்னாச்சுன்னா ஒரு சாரி
கேமரா
சாரி பார்க்குறேன் சுவாமி. ஓகே, என்னாச்சுன்னா ஒரு பெரிய இன்டென்ஸ் சீனில் வந்து த மோஸ்ட் இன்டென்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் எடுத்து வந்து ட்ரெய்லர்ல வச்சிருக்காங்க.
ஓகே,
ஸோ அது பார்த்துட்டு சடனா ஓகே வாட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங்னு யூ ஸ்டார்ட் திங்கிங் லைக் தட். பட் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் த ட்ரெய்லர் ஹேஸ் டு சே அ ஸ்டோரி ஆன் இட் செல்ஃப். ஸோ அதுக்கு தான் லைக் த எக்ஸ்பிரஷன்ஸ் ஆர் சீமிங் ஸோ இன்டென்ஸ், பட் இட் ஆல்சோ like when you watch the movie you understand it better. So I'm waiting for the movie to release and நீங்க பார்த்துட்டு நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
சூப்பர். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ. நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் அங்கிருந்து வரும், ஸோ அதனால ஐ வில் கட் மை டைம் ஹியர்.
Okay.
ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் பாபி, வெல்கம் டு சென்னை.
Hello. Hi, hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Sab theek thak? All good? Vanakkam guys.
Vanakkam sir. So after the trailer came and seeing the promotions, nothing against Rashmika and Ranbir's chemistry, but there is more talked about your romance. What is happening, sir, actually?
Well, all I can say is that I'm just very blessed. I feel that I got an opportunity to be a part of this film and to work with my favorite actor Ranbir, and to be a part of this film means a lot, because I think a lot has gone to make this film, and I always knew that when I will be a part of this film is something which will be like once in a lifetime kind of a film for all of us. And very excited. Sandeep thought about me. I mean, I've said it earlier, Sandeep saw a picture of me in the days when I wasn't doing much work, and then he came to me and said, this is what I want. Why I want you is because I like this expression of yours in that photograph. So here I am sitting in front of all of you all, thanks to that photograph. Thanks to Sandeep for liking that expression. But very happy to be here, and I'm sure all of you, nowadays every movie has no language, every language they dub it, and it's become like a universal thing, like a film for the whole of India, you know, and that's amazing. And this film is an action drama, which is so intense and so emotional, and when you watch it, you'll actually enjoy it more because you can identify those moments while watching it. I mean, we all have a violent side to us, and the good and the bad, and when you watch this film, you won't know who's bad or who's good. That's the kind of characterizations which have been written by Sandeep for the characters in this film. So I've said enough, but thank you guys for having us here today. Love to all.
And also another question, sir, about this whole swag thing. Even in the trailer, you come for few minutes or seconds, but the last shot, or even that the door opening scene, the one word immediately comes to the mind is, oh my God, swag moment. So how do you see that?
Well, it's Sandeep. I mean, working with him was magical. Being next in front of him, I don't know, we just mentally connected with him, and some of the moments which you're watching in the trailer are actually his thoughts of how to, the character should behave and his body language. So I really wish he was here today. I think he also wishes that he was here today, but the movie's releasing on the 1st of December and there's a lot of post-production, little bit here and there left. So I wish he was here. He would have given you all exactly what he felt. But he's also a very shy person, so I don't know.
Thank you, sir. And finally, the man, Kingla.
Very good. Namaste. Good afternoon. Vanakkam. It's really a pleasure to be back in Chennai. I firstly want to congratulate you guys for an amazing year again in the Indian film industry. I think 3 of my favorite films made in India in the last 1.5 years has been from the Tamil film industry, that being Jailer, Leo and Vikram. So congratulations on that. Like Sir had mentioned that, Sandeep and the entire team has worked really hard in the dubbing of this film to make it seem like a film that the Tamil speaking audience will really enjoy. तो वो रीमेक की नौबत नहीं होगी, that you don't have to make a remake of this film. See this film as an original, and very excited to be here and to present our film Animal, releasing on 1st of December.
Okay, and you have your own style of working, as Rash was telling in another promotion video, that you ask the actor also whether it's okay to rehearse or you directly act. So in that way, this movie is so intense. So do you have that switch on and off button? Like, because do you carry the emotional thing which you've acted to home, or you easily switch off? How is that?
No, you have to switch off. That's your skill as an actor, being a professional. If you ask
Can you
this,
face the camera,
if
sir?
you ask this question to Bobby sir, he's still playing the antagonist, the villain. If he went home like that, his family would throw him out. So you have to really know where to draw the line. But like I've been mentioning it in a lot of my interviews now, is that when I was starting this film, I became a father at the same time. So it was quite strange to go and play this part and then go home to my beautiful daughter. But I could really differentiate between both the experiences, between real life and real life.
Cool. So my questions are over. Now questions to the media.
Yeah, this is about, you said earlier, I've not done a complex role like this earlier. And what was the preparation you did for this role?
I think, ma'am, what I usually do, every actor has their own process. My process has always been that I spend a lot of time with the director, and thankfully in this case, the director is also the writer. So I think first and foremost, it's very important that I understand the meaning of what he's writing. What is his idea behind the scene, behind the story, behind these characters. So once you start understanding that, it's really like a love story between you and your director. You have to fall in love with each other so you can really trust each other and you can really do something magical. Yes, it's the most complex character, and not just for me. I think for every actor who's been on part of this journey, every character is so complex because Sandeep has worked so hard on writing the characters in such a real way. Why you like films like his films like Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh is because he shows you something which is very real, but he does it in a very cinematic, filmy way. So everybody can relate to it. The youth can especially relate to certain characters and their dynamics.
Hello, hi Ranbir, this is Bharat from.
Sorry, I just want to finish the.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a complex film. Every character is very complex, and I think that's what the audiences really enjoy, is to see every character go through a certain graph, a beginning, middle, and end, and that will be very exciting for the viewers. Thank you.
So before we go to the next question, there's one more question I have to ask Pranay Reddy Vanga sir. Sir, இப்போ படத்துல ஸ்டார்ஸ் பத்திலாம் வந்து ட்ரெய்லரை பார்க்கும்போது எல்லாமே இது பேசுறோம். பட் அதை தாண்டி வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா முக்கியமான 3 விஷயம் இருக்கு. That is being the usage of helmet and the raw actions and also the background score. So அந்த டிசைன் பத்தியும் சொல்லுங்க.
So before going there, I would like to say that we have a 18 minutes interval action scene where Ranbir is performing, and that was designed, that fight was designed by Sundar Master, and the helmets and the machine, your war machine which you guys have seen, it has been designed by the Suresh Selvarajan. So these both guys are from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So they have done a great work, and I would like to give a chance for them to speak about their work. So if you can pass on the mic to them, they will be speaking. Yeah.
drama, especially when it comes to Bollywood. It's more kind of a metro kind of a set wherein like it will be little too dramatic, but here it is raw, real, rugged, and plenty of actions. I mean, it's more like a South Indian. I mean, the films that we grew up watching. One, now how did you adjust to that? And secondly, there's a easy gamble going for mom-son relationship. Mere Paas Maya is very famous. Even today, we just get up hearing that dialogue. And what is the gamble in going for this dad-son relationship?
I think to answer your first question, I think the conviction came from the director. I think Sandeep Reddy Vanga is somebody who is very original. He's one of the most original filmmakers I've met. Because whatever he was narrating to me, us on set, we never had any reference to it. Usually, you know, when you're making a movie, somebody gives you a scene, okay, this is the emotion. You think, acha, in this film, this had happened. You think of a South Indian film, a Hindi film, a Hollywood film. But in this film, whatever he was narrating, everything seemed so original that we all were very inspired to, you know, do something very original. So all the credit goes to the director, Sandeep. And to answer your second question, yes, you are right. Especially in Hindi movies, we really tap into the mother-son relationship a lot. Even if we've seen films like, say, a KGF, which has the mother-son emotion. But I think this father-son emotion was something which inspired Sandeep to write this story. He told me the first time I met him, I asked him, I said, why did you think of this story and how did you think of this story? He's saying, I thought of the story starting with only one thin line, is that where would the obsession a son has for his father, where would it drive him to? What would it drive him to? To what kind of extremes? What would he do to protect his loved ones? Where would he go in his mind, in his actions? And I think that was a very interesting take on a father-son relationship, the obsession between father and son. So that was very exciting to be a part of.
Ranbir, congrats to Animal. Say few words about our Tamil audience.
Well, the films and the culture that the Tamil audiences has been having over the years, we've seen videos of how you all celebrate cinema, how you all celebrate music, how you all celebrate your heroes and your heroines and everything. And I think that's very inspiring to watch, as an actor, somebody who aspires for that. When you see Rajni sir's entry or when you see Telepathy Vijay sirs or all the great stars, Kamal Hassan sir, Ajit sir, you see that, their audience and their fans, they support them so much, they love them so much, they love the culture of cinema and movies so much. And I think that's very inspiring. And I think everywhere in the world, I think that the Tamil root, the audience is a very strong base out here. And that's very nice.
Thank you. Rashmika, Tamil industry, Telugu industry, now Hindi industry. எப்படி இருக்கு சொல்லுங்க? What is the role you played, Animal?
Sorry?
Tamil, Telugu, Hindi industry. எப்படி இருக்கு உங்களோட work experience? Animalல என்ன ரோல் ப்ளே பண்ணிருக்கீங்க?
Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, ये industry, what do I say? எல்லா இண்டஸ்ட்ரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டீம்ஸோடு வேலை பண்ணிட்டப்போ டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்கு மேம். ஆனால் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோட டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் எதுவுமே பார்க்கல. ఈ ఫిల్మ్లో வந்து గీతాంజలి క్యారెక్టర్ வந்து I think Geetanjali understands the hero better than anyone else, better than his mother, his father, his cousins, better than anyone else. Geetanjali understands the hero and she's grown up with him and she's married to him and she has the children. He's the father of her children. So I think like she is one grounding factor in his life, but also for a Geetanjali character, nothing else matters in her life more than her husband. So I think that is the beauty in the film. See, again, all these emotions, you can't speak about these emotions, you should just watch it. So probably after the release, I'll have better things to say and more things to say. And I think the only thing I can say is, this is the most intense character that I have played in my life as an actor, and it's the most real character without any sugarcoating or without any sort of filter. This is the most raw character that I've played in my life. So I'm very excited to get more roles like this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Ranbir.
Yeah, also,
Hello,
one
Mr.
thing.
Ranbir.
Sorry, I cut you off, sorry. You know, ma'am, you know how I explain my character in this film? I keep saying that I'm the zookeeper for all the animals.
Hello,
I
Mr.
literally
Ranbir.
feel like that,
Shalini
so-
here. Did you finish?
Hi, Shalini.
Shalini here, and welcome back to Chennai.
Thank you.
Actually, parents versus kid. There will be a natural love, actually, so we don't need to any efforts or that. So, in this movie, the obsessed love on father. Did you have any doubts on that in the script in the initial stage?
No doubt at all. I think most of, especially the Indian, the Indian males, they always have some form of conflict with their father. You know, there is always this distance, you know, because there's so much of respect, but there is also fear. So I think the father-son emotion, especially in India, is something which is very sensitive, and it's not tapped into too much. So I think this film will really tap into that very interestingly. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So another question. Actually, obsessed love on father. Is that bad or good? What is going to project in this movie?
I think any kind of obsession is not healthy. You know, sometimes there are some deep-rooted childhood scars that you have which remain. That's why you have the obsession. Everybody loves their parents. You know, nobody does not love their parents. But I think obsession is something which can get very unhealthy. In this film, of course, he's an obsessive lover of his father. He's somebody who is obsessed. But that also made a very interesting movie out of him. You know, that character became interesting because of that obsession. So that's okay for the movies. I'm not sure if that's okay for real life. You know, that's too much obsession for real life.
Thank you for your answer.
Ranbirji,
Haji.
this is Karthik, Vera Level Cinema.
Hello, Karthik sir.
One question,
Ji.
அதாவது அப்பா பையன் சென்டிமெண்ட், அதாவது ஃபாதர் சன் சென்டிமெண்ட். ஆனால் நேம் டைட்டில் வந்து அனிமல். இது எந்த வகையான அனிமல், ஏன் அனிமல்ன்ற பேர்? மேடம் ப்ளீஸ் டிரான்ஸ்லேட். What kind of one animal?
It's a dad-son sentiment, but why animal?
Because I think you're seeing this film through the perspective of this character, which is the character I play, and other characters which I can't speak about. You should, once you see the film, you'll understand. But I think the reason why Sandeep Reddy Vanga called this film Animal is that animals behave out of instinct. They don't behave out of thought. So this character that I'm playing, he behaves out of instinct. To protect his family, he's not thinking, he's behaving out of instinct, he's impulsive. I think that's where the title Animal came, and once you see the film, you'll realize, this film suits this title, you know.
Okay. Another one question, பாபி தியோல், அனில் கபூர், இவங்கெல்லாம் இருக்க, உங்களுக்கு தான் கொஸ்டின் only. பாபி தியோல், அனில் கபூர், இவங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கப்போ அந்த லைம் லைட் வந்து அவங்க மேலேயும் படம், உங்களுக்கு வர வேண்டிய மாஸ் அவங்களுக்கும் படம், அதை எப்படி பார்க்குறீங்க?
So since you're sharing the screen with the other big stars, so they will also get the space. So how do you see that?
I think, sir, so far I've not done any mass movie. I've never got any mass moments. And it's usually when you work with actors like Mr. Bobby Deol, Mr. Anil Kapoor, who are so accomplished in making movies of this genre, you get their fans to come and watch you also because they're coming to watch them. So sometimes you have to piggyback on actors and big stars so that, you know, you can also grow your audience. But yes, it's I think one of the first for me, so I hope that the audience accepts me.
ரேஷ்மி மேம், ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின். நீங்கள் இந்த மாதிரி இப்போ மல்டி லாங்குவேஜ் எல்லாம் பண்ணுறீங்க, சவுத் இந்தியன் ஹீரோஸோட நடிக்கிறப்ப கம்ஃபர்டபுளாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுறீங்களா, இந்த மாதிரி நார்த் இந்தியன் ஹீரோவோட நடிக்கிறப்ப கம்ஃபர்டபுளாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுறீங்களா, அதை மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க.
அது ஏதோ ஒரு கொஸ்டின் சார். எனக்கு ஹீரோ யா சார், எனக்கு ஸ்கிரிப்டு ரொம்ப முக்கியம் சார். ஸ்கிரிப்டு ரொம்ப முக்கியம். டைரக்டர் சார் விஷன் என்னன்னா அது அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அண்ட் ஆல்சோ acting with such big stars is such an honor for a person like me, because I've literally come from Coorg and I didn't think I would be an actor, and today I am sitting in the same stage as such great people. So I am so feeling super honored, and I'm really grateful for what has life offered me. So for me, I feel like every opportunity that I get, I feel like I'm blessed. So I'm just having fun. I'm just praying God and thanking God. I'm being super grateful because of all the love that I receive in every language or every state that I go to. So I'm just grateful, sir. எனக்கு yeah, there's no like, okay, different heroes or different directors. It's not that.
Hi, Ranbirji, right at the end. To your right, to your left. Right here.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Hi, welcome to Chennai.
Thank you.
During the course of the speech, the technicians from the south said that, they've canned a wonderful action sequence for the film, and we're kind of curious. It kind of looks impressive as well. And during the course of the speech, they said that, the gun that they've fashioned is never been fashioned before. It's almost 500 kgs. We see you operating the weapon in the screen. I think you would have required some amount of effort to kind of, operate it, because ideally a weapon like a machine gun is difficult to handle, and something that heavy would have required quite a bit of effort. Could you tell us a little more about how you made the effort?
Well, I remember the first time Suresh Anna showed us the bike and the gun, which was this what would you call it? A gun bike, sir? A bike gun? A war machine. We were like shocked. How did he imagine this? It was amazing, and he did it from scratch. It's such an original piece. It was a great idea that Sandeep and Suresh Anna had, and I think when you're acting for movies, you're not really shooting the gun. So you have to pretend, and you have to have the imagination that if you're operating a machine which is so heavy and large, what would that do to your body? What would that do to your ears? Because you're shooting for hours. So that I really had to imagine that, because of course the bullets are coming in CG. It's not in real. That's the magic of the movies. But I think just the idea was so fascinating. The creation was so amazing that I just feel lucky, that I have an image like that of shooting a gun like that.
One question to Bobby Deol. Bobby ji, a question to you. In the past, your father as well as your brother have depicted the kind of role which you have done here. Action-packed and very powerful. By any chance, did you have any opportunity to discuss your character with either your father or your brother?
I don't think my dad and my brother have done many negative characters. Yeah, but they have done a lot of action films.
The reference was to the action.
Yeah, the action film. Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of action in my life. I mean, my first film, I did action. So it's always been a dual thing. The duels were known to be the action men.
There's also this thing that the duels don't die.
So I mean, my dad was the first He-Man, and then my brother is, I mean, no one can be as tough as my brother. Gadar proved that. I mean, the real action hero from Hindi cinema. So it's just, I'm lucky that I'm a part of Animal, and I got to do this action sequence. And Ranbir and me, we really worked hard. And as Ranbir was saying earlier, I have to piggyback on him, not him, because he's such a superstar, and I love him. So I'm just happy that this action sequence which you'll watch in the movie is going to be so different, so well choreographed, so well thought, so real. There's no special effects in the fight sequence. It's just raw, brutal, two animals fighting kind of an action.
Bobby over here on the right, on the left side. I mean, like you said, you are very choosy, and you matter. I mean, you give priority to quality a lot than quantity, and it's your random wish. You do films, but suddenly we see you doing Animal, and then we heard that you are
That's why I was choosy. I was lucky to get it.
Lucky to get, and you're also doing a couple of. I heard like you're doing a couple of South Indian projects too. But what compelled you to accept Animal 1? And also, is that got to do with your producer Gulshan, because you share a good rapport with him? Can you just throw?
I think the story goes back to Sandeep, the director. I think he's the only director who's made one film twice and made them super hits both the time. And I loved both his films which he had made. And I got a call from him saying he wants to meet me, and I was like, is it really him calling me? And then finally it was him, and he chose me, and I was so happy. I was like, I think God has been really kind that I got this part, and I think it's once in a lifetime kind of a character, and I really, really enjoy playing it.
Hi, sir. Ranbir, sir.
एक second. I'll just take his question. Thank you, sir. जी. I think that was Sandeep's idea. when he told me this, I said, sir, please don't. I don't consider myself as a superstar, and in our Hindi cinema, we don't do this. He's like, no, I look at you like this, so I'm going to present you like this. So it was his idea. I also must tell you that our set was such a multicultural set, because we had Hindi speaking actors, Punjabi speaking actors, Malayalam, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu. I think we had the entire language of everybody in India speaking on our set. And especially Supreme sir, because he speaks very less English and Hindi, but we had, we just could understand each other, because there was so much of love and so much of inspiration and so much of understanding that, you know, it was really heartwarming to see a set like that which had so many languages and cultures.
Hi, sir.
Thank you. I think we are done
you
with
had
the
a question?
questions.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Who had?
Yes, sir.
आपके पीछे that sir is saying के over.
Sir, this is Surya from JR TV. Sir, after the COVID, we will create more pan-Indian movies. Do you think pan-Indian movies is our future? There is no like Bollywood or Kollywood, no separation. It will create only movie, it called only Indian movie, like that.
Of course, I think it's such a healthy trend that is starting, because this is Indian cinema. We all are, you know, people from India, and we are making cinema for each other. Of course, we have so many different languages, so many different cultures, but a good story will break every language barrier. We've seen that with Bahubali, we've seen that with KGF, we've seen that with Robot. You know, we've seen that with so many films, and say even a film like Jawan, which released right now, which did so well in the South market. So I think a good story will appeal to a larger audience. We as filmmakers, as actors, we just have to choose the right subjects. And we hope that, you know, we are all part of entertainment. We want to entertain as many people as possible. So with Animal, I hope that we are releasing it in, you know, so many languages. The director and the team have really worked hard in presenting it in a very authentic way in those languages. And I hope that it reaches to as many audiences as possible.